Take it away.
Yeah, exciting game before the break. Give Chicago credit. They just kept coming, and we're very fortunate that we were able to make the final play and get the win.
Coach, take me through. I know that was the way you drew it up, but take me through that last play of the game and the way it ended.
That's Cameron Brown, our assistant, kind of handles some of the end of game situations. We kind of sit down and pick out some plays, and it actually was part of the play. Like, there was option one, which they had well guarded, and then option two was to get it back to JC to go downhill, and JC Bree got open, didn't force a pass to somebody that was not open, had the patience to wait and got it to JC, and JC did the rest. Great finish and a great way to win the game.
Coach Medina Okad, 14 points, 6 for 8 from the field. Talk to a little bit about her impact on today's game.
Yeah, I thought she was great down the stretch. We had a situation where we were kind of getting short in the post area because Bree was, kind of maxed out with minutes. She had like 30 seconds left, and we waited till the last 30 seconds to see if we need her, and that's how she got put in. And then, obviously, Angel couldn't play the last few minutes, so we went to Medina, and she saved her best minutes for the end of the game. I thought she was crucial down the stretch, and a big reason why we were able to win today.
Coach, and it seemed like Bree came in at the end too. After that timeout, she had that big defensive stop, but also on that final play, she also had that handoff to JC and set a great down screen to allow JC to be able to get downhill to finish. Just how great is it to have Bree back in the lineup? I know you've been missing her all year.
Yeah, I mean, she's such a great player, and she's just so smart. So she's really good in those situations. So we put her in for the last defensive play where she helped us get a stop, and then just made the right decision and executed the play perfectly. And she's, I don't want to misspeak, she's probably the only one who hasn't run that play, like, as practice. So that's her first time doing it, and she made the right read, and because she did, we are fortunate to win the game.
Hey, Coach. I know you mentioned Angel going down. Just kind of looked like she wanted to kind of stay out there or wanted to help the team. Just what is it like for you as a coach to kind of try to protect your players and make sure, you save them from themselves and also see her competitive spirit?
Yeah, it's hard because we're in the timeout. It seemed like a really long timeout, and there wasn't a lot being said because we were all just looking at Angel. And when I was looking at her, it seemed like she was in a lot of pain, and she wanted to go out there and keep playing because she's competitive and she wants to win the game. And so, that was, more of a, I just didn't feel comfortable with it because she looked like she was in a lot of pain. So those are some of the tough decisions that you have to make. Like, Angel, the person, is very important to us, and we support her in all situations. And I just didn't feel good about putting someone out there that looked like she was in that much pain.
Hey, Coach, Antonio Matox Jr., when Sydney Taylor came and hit that three to tie it up at 91, what went through your mind?
Well, that we're gonna have to execute. There's enough time to execute and win. I mean, also, like, it is a situation that we've gone over a number of times, and we made a defensive mistake where we got to go over all screens and switch on top. You're just not gonna give up a three in that situation, up three. And our players knew that when they came. They knew it was a mistake, but they moved on. Like, I think there's a time before where if we made a mistake like that, it would have messed up the next play. But they regrouped. They were very calm over there. They were paying attention to what we were going to run, and then, they executed it as well as it could be executed, really. So we'll have to correct mistakes that we're making so we don't put ourselves in that same situation. But the way we handled the mistake, the maturity and the regrouping to not let it affect the next play, I'm really proud of.
Coach, going into the All-Star break, finishing up the first half of the season, what have you evaluated about this team in particular in the first half and their performance, and what do you need from them going into the second half of the season after All-Star break?
Yeah, I think we have a really good team. I think there's a lot of really good teams in the league, and I don't think there's a lot of separation between the very top teams and the teams near the bottom of the standings. I think everybody is capable on any given day of beating another team, so you have to be prepared. You're going to have to execute at a high level. And for us, you know, we got some time off here. Hopefully we come back recharged, well rested. But, you know, we're going to have to just pick something every day, lock in on that, get better at that, and feel like when we're getting to the end of the season that we're the best version of the Atlanta Dream that we can be. And I think if we get to the best version of what we can be, you know, I think just about anything is possible with this team.
Hey, Coach. Medina is top 15 in the league in per. How do you manage a player who's so dominant with her per minute action on the court while also understanding she just picked up a basketball 6 years ago?
Yeah, we got to find her, even though Bree came back, and obviously Bree is outstanding, we still got to find some minutes for Medina because, I mean, everybody sees the talent is there. It's just getting more reps. Some situations she hasn't been in a lot in her life that she's now in, and you know, guarding players on the perimeter, and she's seen a lot of different offensive actions that maybe she didn't have to defend as much in college. But you know, she's really good. She's willing to work every day, and you know, I just hope she realizes how good she can be and just wants to work and get there, because the potential is there to be like an all-star and above player. And so now that we know that she has that capability, we got to find some time for her. And I think today will be a good confidence builder for her, that she was there in clutch time, and not only was she there in clutch time, but she performed at a high level during those minutes at the end of the game.
Hi, Coach. Right back here. Alicia Gray became a top 5 scorer of all time for the Dream. Can you talk about how much she has benefited this team, and what does she mean to this team?
Well, I mean, everybody loves Leash. I mean, she's a competitor. She's a great player. She's taken her game to a new level the last 2 years. And I really thought, you know, today, I think she had a season high today at 29. But, you know, down the stretch, I didn't think we really executed our offense that well. I think it was more Leash just kind of refused to lose. She was unafraid to make the play, and, you know, even took it into some tight spaces, got to the free throw line, made big baskets for us down the stretch. I thought she just came up huge for us today. Hit the free throws. Yeah.
Have you been able to talk to Katie about Angel's status, and is there any concern about her missing the All-Star game?
I don't have any update regarding the injury. I will say that Angel was in great spirits, celebrating with her teammates. So hopefully I was being overprotective. Hopefully.
So take me through that, Coach. Going into this All-Star break, you went 4-1 at the last 5. What are you looking to do? Get rest? I know you said you're going to practice a few days, but what are you looking to go into the stretch for the next week or so?
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of our players will be at, you know, the All-Star events. But, you know, working with a lot of our players off the bench the next few days, you know, anything that we really want to see us improve on, we'll spend some time with that. And then with the coaches, I think, you know, they'll have a break, but not a real break. Like, we have to be organized when we come back with exactly what we want to do, because it seems like there's a lot of time till the end of the season, but there is not. When you think about how few practices you have, how little practice time you're going to have, how are you going to make the most of every minute? And I think the better organized you are with that, like, this is what we're going to work on first, this is what we're going to work on second, this is what we're looking for from these players to take a step forward. I just think being as organized as we can be with that will help us become the team that we're capable of becoming.
Coach, could you just talk about your bench very quickly? Obviously, Izzy Borlace came in and gave some great minutes, and even Jalen Sherrod, and of course, Medina Okot, outstanding today off the bench.
Yeah, they came up huge for us. You know, I already spoke about Medina. Those fourth quarter minutes were just great, and we don't win without them. I think Izzy's been giving us consistent production for the last few games. I think she's feeling more comfortable. She's been a big help to us. And then, you know, Jalen's only been here a couple weeks, but she's a competitor. She's going to compete out there. So, you know, getting her a couple games under her belt, I think that's been good for us. And then, you know, having Bree off the bench, not, you know, it's hard to get a better player than that off the bench, that's for sure. And hopefully with a week off and things like that, she'll get comfortable and we won't have any setbacks, and she'll be able to play more and more minutes going forward. But, you know, that'll be up to the training staff.
You all good? Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Guys, enjoy the All-Star break.
You too, Coach.
So,